So Max, what are we talking about tonight?
So kind of picking things up from last week where we kind of discussed home away from home. Today we'll be discussing home within a home, my place, my space. We're going to be getting into kind of the nitty-gritty of daily living, especially in our metropolis homes of Hong Kong. We'll be getting into that, and yeah, it's an interesting topic, and we look forward to seeing what our guests have to say today. We're rolling. All right.
Today we're discussing a new book called The Girl with the Pizza Tattoo. It's a movie written by Marco Antolini, who no longer can be on the show due to fame. He's just too famous. He's too big for us.
Yeah. This is a launching pad.
Took off.
Yeah.
Okay. So on that note, welcome everyone to the MidYouth Universe. I believe this is the Saga series episode 10. So wow, we've actually made it to double digits before. 10?
Double digits.
Double digits.
Nice.
I'm joined here by my resident Jew, Tomar.
I don't know if we're going to make it double. I think this is our last episode.
And we have...
Can you at least endorse the usage of that?
I was not expecting it. It was
Yeah.
Or sorry, our Israeli correspondent.
All right, I will take this one. Man, Trump is not the president anymore. You can't say that anymore.
You go back into your hole, people.
Go back to your rabbit hole.
We have Is it Sweet Stevie this week? Or
Sneaky
is it,
Stevie.
Sneaky Stevie, Swifty Stevie.
I've been thinking about it.
And then we have, was it Dangerous Dan?
Dirty Dan.
Dangerous Dan.
Making his second return to our show.
It's awesome to be back, guys. Yeah.
Dandy haired Dan.
The return of the D.
Yeah. You know what? It was for the listeners at home, they're giving me a hard time for my haircut. I spent the equivalent of about $6 on my haircut. I think it looks nice.
And exactly 10 minutes.
His wife calls it the Frankenstein. That's all we need to know.
It's like a grumpy dad on a preschool first day.
Yeah, you know what? And it was worth every penny.
Let's give Max the show back.
It's dad style. True to his comfort.
Yeah.
Not a dad,
yeah.
but you're still your comfort zone.
Checking in with you guys this week. Anything to go around? Anything happen to you, Dan or Steve or Tomar?
Happened to us?
Happened to you?
Or what are we
what
into?
you been digging?
What are you into?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Well, it's been a long. What's it been? You guys. It's been a week for you guys. It's been
a week. Every Monday. Monday is sacred.
Yeah. Tomar, how long has it been for you, man?
How long, sorry?
Yeah, since the last time you were on.
Ooh, Stevie, be sensitive about this one. I think it's like 3 weeks. Because I'm trying to come like at least once a week. Once a month.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's new with you, man? Yeah.
Man, nothing new, but I did a weird story this week. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to sell my old TV because Max was supposed to pick it up and he didn't do it. So I got contacted by I think he's American girl. Like Mrs. Judith something, whatever. That's her name or like WhatsApp, right? So she's contacted me and like, when you want to buy the TV, what's the condition? Like, it's good, blah blah blah. It's working fine. I just like got a new one. That's what I'm changing. Right. So she's like, fine. When can I pick it up? It's like tomorrow morning. That's good for you. It's like, yeah, sure. Anyway, she's calling me on the phone, like asking me some question, like whatever, like that's the condition. And where should I pick it up? Everything is okay. Fine. He's like, I'm not in Hong Kong right now. I will send someone to pick it up, and I will transfer you the money first. Like, it's fine. It's happened before. It's Hong Kong. It makes sense, right?
You're getting catfish here.
I was like, all right. But the weird thing was like she was texting me and like sending me like a smiley and kisses and whatever. Like, I say my friend, like, look at me. Maybe I get some more extra tip, right? Like, anyway, so she's like, Tomer, I just made the transfer. It's from JP Morgan. They deduct the money from my bank account. You should get like an email. Check your spam. I'm like, okay. So I'm checking my email. I'm getting like a spam message from like JP Morgan at unaccounted.com. I'm like, okay. And it's like, so Miss Judith, blah, blah, blah. Just from that bank account, just forward you like extra money, right? To get it, you need to transfer money to HSBC bank, and they're like
Oh,
taking like a picture of the
And send a dick
HSBC.
pic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I can send the dick pic. I have the right.
We need to help you, Tom. What's going? You need.
Man, I was like, that was
Okay, you guys can do that after the show. He'll help you. Frankenstein over here.
that creepy dad. It's a
Danger stand. Danger stand.
That's like a catch a predator.
Creepy dad now.
It's like on the next episode of Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
Damn, he's dangerous. Anyway, so like I've been that's like a weird like dating / selling event in Hong Kong, right?
So you still have the TV.
I still have my TV.
All right, listen, I'll buy it from you.
I
I'll take it
I
off.
was supposed to buy it.
But
He ghosted me.
I did not ghost you. I said I have some landlord complications that I have to work through.
Ghosted.
No, I did not.
Well, it's still there. It's still there. It's still there.
if you pay me to take it, I will take it. Just $250.
I had that. So if you charge me less than the other person, it's fine. Then it's worth it for me.
All right, I'll just take it off your hands. What, 60 inches?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just take it. I'll come by. All right.
This is
Problem
the
solved.
QVC.
This
is the
was
QVC
my week.
podcast.
This is like so. If anyone wanna buy a TV,
I'm taking it from him.
Anyone want to buy used
so
TVs?
kind
Yeah.
of bringing things back to the theme of this
Bring it
show is this is the MidYouth HQ, aka Sweet Stevie's place, and
Sneaky.
in the Saiwan Ho, also known as the Saiwan Bro.
And
So
Jay Nice, don't forget Jay Nice.
this is a sacred space that we come here every Monday. So Steve, talk us through a little bit about
Space.
how you chose this place, like living in Hong Kong, like kind of the challenges that we have to go through living in this city, much like every other city.
The challenges are it's the most expensive city in the world to live in. Probably.
Represent.
So when I've moved a couple times. We talked about it last week in Hong Kong, before Hong Kong, and for me, everything I do, and you could probably relate to this, it all comes down to value, the value for your money, and so the finding a flat in Hong Kong for me is a very arduous process. I don't have like a company to pay for my rent. So usually when I know I have to move, it's like a process. I have to it's like a religious thing. I have to prepare myself to go and travel because I see dozens, if not hundreds, of places.
So just to
hundreds,
give us our viewers some perspective. What's an average studio? What's
So,
a one bedroom
right, so-
cost in Hong Kong?
So a studio, a lot of people in Hong Kong think for some reason that human beings can live in shoeboxes. So for like the price, you get like a 154, 200 square foot place for, geez, $1,000 US at least, if not more.
Yeah.
Usually between 1,000 and 1,500 US. And I'm literally talking like go buy yourself a new pair of shoes and look at that box and think, what can I fit in there? What do I have to leave aside? And then where do I go to the bathroom? And so I don't accept that. I'm American, and I'm not like, I don't gun tote. I never owned a gun. I didn't vote for Trump. But I do have a certain expectation of living in a big space, a space where you can breathe. Because when you're working all day, you want a place where you can come home and...
So describe more like why do we call this the MidYouth HQ?
This is the MidYouth HQ.
It's equivalent to like Stark Tower.
As the shrewd businessman I am, I did do my due diligence, and I went to a lot of places. I found a place in a part of Hong Kong Island called Saiwan Ho. Please do not come and look for me. Here, I know it's bad practice on the internet to tell people where you are. Anyway, so it's at a part of the island where rent is reasonable, I would say. It's a walk-up, which means I live on the 5th floor. Oh, jeez, I'm telling too much information. I live in a walk-up building on the 4th floor.
You, man. Yeah.
And that means the rent was a little bit cheaper. I have 700 square feet for Hong Kong, which is...
I mean, that's not... Yeah. Man, have you not to gatekeep here, but have you guys ever been in a place where you had the shower and the toilet in the same...
Here?
He lives in his toilet is his kitchen. He's literally...
I cook my house.
His sink is literally right next to his toilet.
No, he's
He
talking about like a
washes
wet
the
shower.
dishes
Like,
while he's showering.
it's the same here.
With his
Wait,
beard.
You been to the bathroom here?
I have not... No,
No, it's different. Okay.
Yeesh.
So in Asia, the bathroom's often in precarious...
So it's called a wet shower. So it's mine is like, so my apartment is like a small studio, right? But I have like so I have like a small separation between like my bathroom and my kitchen. It's like a sliding door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have like my bathroom is on the right side and the toilet, like the whatever, the water. I don't know how to even describe it, right?
The pooper.
The well,
The poop, right? The-
latrine.
But
Trying to make it sound as
but
fancy
they-
as
right.
What
possible.
is a latrine? Yeah.
So
yeah.
so it seems a common theme here living in Hong Kong or some other luxurious city like New York is you have to make compromises, right? So imagine we didn't have these limitations. Like what we've seen MTV Cribs. For our viewers that never watched MTV Cribs, it was this TV show back in the day in MTV where you go to like Busta Rhymes' house or like Lil Wayne and
And for
Ludacris.
the other viewers
and,
that don't know what is MTV,
and it would
it's
just be like a little 30-minute.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
What
put it
is
on.
TV?
You know what? Let's put it all on the table here, guys. How many MTV Cribs episodes have we all seen?
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna put it. Mine's about 3 or 4. What do you
Yeah.
guys? I know.
I've seen a few.
I've seen
a few.
Snoop Dogg's.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen a few, Matoma?
I've seen a few.
Okay.
You see the Dave Chappelle one about like
No,
the
no.
sketch about this? Oh, incredible.
So
Oh,
I mean, just segueing into the point, I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what would you guys' dream kind of home have? Like, what would the
Dream home.
Dream
know?
home. Right.
From the like infinity pool overlooking the Hollywood Hills, or maybe you want like a, Kevin Hart's got like that indoor basketball court.
Ooh, I
or
I would like to have myself a nice peach garden.
I have a peach garden in my home in Kentucky. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, get some
Fancy
peach jam.
that.
I always took you for a peanut kind of farm guy.
You know what? No peanuts, peaches and tomatoes.
Well,
Peaches and
don't
tomatoes.
judge a person by his haircut.
But I would say that in Hong Kong, my dream place would probably have to have I would say a barbecue spot. Like I really think that like a rooftop with a barbecue pit, that's like a dream spot for
Do
Hong
you
Kong.
want to live in my place? 'Cause that's
Yeah. You already got it. You're living the dream, man. You're living my dream.
I am living your dream.
Nice.
Sweet. Wow. That's flattering.
What would you guys
Such
have?
a humble person, man. You can choose everything in the world and
Keep-
choose like a barbecue place.
Keep it low. Keep expectations low. You know.
You can say that because your wife is watching this one. That's why.
Don't worry. That's
Sorry.
And also a bidet.
Oh yeah, but bidets. Is that important to you guys?
Have you, for those watching that haven't experienced bidet, do it, please.
Life-changing event.
Life-changing event.
Have you ever used to the Japanese toilet?
Oh my god.
Man,
Moment of silence.
moment of silence.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If there's one thing.
Batuashi.
The thing of it is are you okay? Are you a creeper? What would you think of a guy, or what would you think of a person if you go into their toilet and you see that they have a bidet?
I would respect them like highly. Like
You
like,
would respect. Okay,
Yeah, 100%.
Gotcha.
It's like
yeah.
wow, he know what he's doing. He been seen places.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a
gotcha.
well-traveled
culture.
person. Yeah.
You wouldn't feel that's like invasive.
Very
or-
progressive. Very progressive.
A bidet invasive.
Man, the
progressive,
progressive.
not invasive.
You know
You're putting your butthole on a pedestal. That's what you're doing.
I'm from Kentucky, and it's a Christian state.
man.
you got fried chicken.
You know the,
That is true. It goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, what would you guys? Steve? So you've already got my dream.
I'm living the dream.
You're living the dream.
Yeah.
What's the dream beyond the dream?
Dream beyond the dream.
Yeah. What cannot
Peach,
even imagine?
aside from peach and peanut farms.
probably a lift, right? That's
No, I think I like to have rooms for different purposes. I sound very privileged now. I'm not. Certainly, I'm not privileged.
Do you have a
Even though I'm
sunroom?
living Dan's dream, that's not a privileged lifestyle. Dan's
How
very-
many rooms of the Clue board game do you have in this place?
Yes.
Like, do you have like
a
a
themed
billiards
Clue
room and
board
yeah.
room, a Yahtzee room.
Yeah.
Uno room. No, I mean I think everyone deserves some personal time. So at some point, whether or not you're living with one person or a family, you should have some place to have some me time for everyone.
And that's tough to get. That's tough to get in Hong Kong.
It's really tough in Hong Kong.
They talk about man caves. You cannot get a man cave in Hong Kong.
Whoa.
Wait, you got a man cave too?
Yeah.
Tomer, first of all, we should mention is a lighting expert.
Well, yes.
I'm working the lighting.
So
industry,
you know how to light a dream home.
I'm the lead of the party. Yes.
How
Yeah.
to get lit?
Get lit. No, I think you can get like
How do we get lit?
How do you get lit?
He was serious when he asked. What is lit and how do I achieve this?
No, I think you get like a nice man cave in Hong Kong. It's literally like prioritized, right? Like,
But does that mean you just live alone in a studio? Is that and boom, that's the man cave?
no, but like you have like a
how do we set the mood? You know,
for like a. All right, so for the man cave, you mean,
Yeah,
right?
the man
How
cave.
to build your own, like man cave DIY, right?
Let's
Like,
make
Yeah,
this
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Do you or do you not have a man cave?
I will consider my man cave.
Your
my
whole
cave.
flat.
My
is a
whole flat.
cave.
So it's not a man cave; it's more of a bachelor pad, right?
Yeah, what's the difference then?
The man cave and the kitchen / latrine.
It's an all-in-one
All right,
package.
all right. So I have to be like a full package, right? So I have like a row house. I don't know.
You have a fish tank with lights.
No,
That-
come on. Haters gonna hate.
I'm not hating. I'm saying you have it. It's man cave worthy.
All
I
right.
feel that a bachelor pad. Actually, it does come down to the bathroom. I think a bachelor pad can
Ja-
have a subpar bathroom.
Japanese toilet seat. That's it.
So,
That's
so,
it.
No,
so,
Japanese
okay,
is not
so
subpar,
okay,
yeah.
we're kind
I
of
agree. I would take that.
We're
That's
talking
like
about a lot
thing.
of different concepts here, like bringing it back. So, what was the last thing you bought for your house for home improvement? Any item? Was it
I actually did like
Was it your penis pillow?
yeah. No, that was like last year.
Oh.
It was very good because as a dickhead.
He has a.
So-
please send a picture for the show.
I will send you a
Please,
picture
Phil.
after,
Put it-
right?
Phil's
So-
in the back, by the way. Hey, Phil.
All right, so I will
Phil's
tell the story
on.
about it because I'm guessing like Phil gonna drop like the penis Tomer over there. So for my 30th birthday, my buddy was like, you know, Tomer, you're such a dickhead. I will show it to everyone else, which is super awkward when every time I have a guest and they open to my man cave, they see like a picture of myself like as a penis, right? It's like it's a good conversation starter. You saw that,
What's
right?
that thing they say on cereal boxes when you're looking? They're like actual size of cereal. That's what you say when you pull out the pillow.
Yeah.
Actual size.
No,
For your Tinder dates?
Yeah,
What's the utility of this penis pillow? Are you like sleeping on it? Are
super
you
comfy, like conversation.
But is it just
always
like-
breaking the ice.
Conversa- breaking the
Always
ice,
breaking
gotcha.
the ice and showing intention. No, sorry. All right, but for your question, the latest thing I bought for my house was 65-inch curved TV, super 4K, whatever, super HD. How does?
Is that the one I'm taking from you?
No, that's the other one.
This is the
This
the
is
next
actually
one, yeah.
Tomer's
This one, like,
scheme. He,
life-changing.
He gets used TV.
Honestly?
He's in the TV business. Yeah.
Mate,
But
honestly,
no.
life-changing event. It's
Yeah.
like a cinema in my house.
And that's
awesome.
important, you know. It adds utility when you invite guests, your own comfort in your own home.
Fucking cinema at home, man. Is
yeah.
But it's not Man Cave by Steve standards.
But I mean, it adds value.
Well, you
to
sure got
your,
the beard for it. I'll tell you that.
The beard?
Yeah,
Or-
you got the
alright.
beard for a man cave. You're rocking the caveman beard.
Caveman beard,
Yeah.
And for you, Steve, what was the?
So last purchase.
I believe you telling me you asking for drill bits. 'cause
Oh,
you need to,
right, yeah. We got shelves, but I realized the wall is impenetrable. It's actually some sort of. There's some sort
So
of.
this is the common issue
Yeah,
in
what's
Hong
that?
Kong, right?
What's that stone in Minecraft at the very bottom? The bedrock. I can't. I was literally sitting there last night. The
What-
cats were
what-
freaking out.
What is it made out of? Like what? Wolverine's exoskeleton?
It's definitely made out of what is it called? Wolverine stuff.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, Dan doesn't watch. Dan doesn't know pop
I'm
culture.
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you
So I couldn't pierce the wall. So we got these shelves that are just kind of cruising on the ground. But the last thing we bought.
And you
for
install
sure,
as well.
I do my best. Oh, the wardrobe, which I had to painstakingly walk up 5 flights of stairs. That would be it.
Wardrobe. All right.
Nice.
And to you, Dirty Dan.
You know what? Actually, I was for those of you who might not know, I'm actually I hail from the New Territories.
He's out in the boonies.
I'm out in the out in the boonies, and I come into the island the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm
Wow.
walking in, and I run across Steve.
I saw
Run across Steve,
We did.
and
By
I was.
mistake.
I saw those nose hairs from a mile away.
Wait, you bump into each other by mistake?
Yeah, we did actually in Central.
Yeah, but I was
Did
walking.
you ever
the-
take him for a city boy?
Yeah, I was in the city.
I would be so surprised if I
It's a-
walk in Central and I see you.
I just saw
Like,
that
what-
the Frankenstein haircut. I see the mask, but then you're like, there's only one person that would have that haircut. Dan! Hey!
No,
You know-
first day at school. That's
First
You guys didn't rock the bowl cut like first day of school. That's
No, go. Please tell us. So you went to Central. You bumped into
so,
Steve.
So there I am. run into Steven, but I'm there making a purchase for my home. And actually, what I come across is the most recent purchase, I'm still waiting on to get in the mail, is I bought a globe that that was all in with all the Japanese names, but it was from like 1980. And yeah, I'm gonna put that up on a bookshelf, and I'm really excited for it. It's gonna come in, I think, tomorrow. Okay. And really excited for it.
Japanese globe.
A Japanese globe. I think it's made by an American company, but with a Japanese for all the countries. So every time I have to find a place, I have to use Google Translate, or I have to
Does it show you where all the best bidets are in Japan?
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's all I care about.
Was this an impulsive purchase? Or
this was actually this was actually my Christmas gift and my birthday present for my wife. Yeah. So I got.
Wait,
must have cost
when was your birthday? When's your birthday?
My birthday is in May, but Christmas, so you can do. You can kind of time it just right. You can knock out both. Yeah.
It's like when they say Saturn and Jupiter align every couple 100,000 years.
So you literally say you're getting one present.
I'm gonna cut it in. Did she tell you, hey, that's a great idea. Between December and May, I'm gonna get you a present. And that's gonna be both presents.
It was a nice together. It was a nice present. They're different languages of love, as we know.
That's a whole episode.
That's a whole other episode.
Another series.
And I only need
her love language. Her love language is just buying one present.
One present, but it allows me to unlock all the bidets in the world, and that is the gift that.
The greatest.
That's a gift that keeps on giving. Really. Yeah.
It's like achieving. It's like finding all the Dragon Balls. What can you do with this power? Yes. Max, what about you, Max?
Yeah, Max.
Just because you hosted doesn't mean you can't tell us what's up.
Yes, I mean, I think this topic was quite interesting for me because I, maybe not so recently, moved in October to my new place, but it's been pretty barren. I've been living like a monk, just for
I know what you didn't buy for his apartment.
Phil's been over recently, and he's seen the place. There's a lot of potential. It's a diamond in the rough, to say. And,
all you need is a creaky mattress.
So my last items, I went to IKEA last week. Bought the essentials.
I actually need some plates.
Wait, what happened with your plates?
The funny thing is, Max,
how many plates you got, Max?
What do you mean you don't have plates?
I should set up a camera right here. So Phil we can get Phil in. And
we could do a whole extreme makeover in my place.
Right. No, wait. You don't have plates in your house?
Yeah, I mean,
What are you? What?
I just, I order takeout, or
he likes to see himself as a mentor for a young man named Adam, but part of the mentorship doesn't entail the purchase of planes.
I mean, yeah. You know what? I'm going to side with Steve on this one. If you're going to be a mentor, you should own plates. That's that should be on the yeah.
You're working for the F&B, you're walking with plates every fucking day.
Do you miss plates?
I mean, I have it all around me all the time, so I just don't.
So you're anti-plates, basically.
No, I'm not anti-plates. It's just if I need
plate denier.
Plate denier.
This is a good point. So I'll bring it to my next question.
Wait.
I'll bring it to my next question, so you guys can help me out.
Where to buy plates? IKEA.
So you just moved into a new place. You just moved into a new place. How do you begin getting settled?
Plates.
I think the first the first thing that I'm gonna get from my place is the creaky mattress. Is number one. Number two, exactly. No,
Inappropriate.
I would say honestly, I think with that question, when do I feel at home? Yeah. What purchase?
You missed that show, dude.
That
was last week.
No,
this is a continuation from last week, but
I'll allow it.
Honestly,
I'll allow it.
I would say once I get my comforter, get my bed sheets in with my comforter, then I'm anything else can be a rye. Anything else can be disorganized, but as long as my comforter, my pillows, my bed sheets, then I'm good to go. What do you guys think?
All right, so for me, personal preference, and as in people that work in interior design would recommend. So when you move to a new place, what you actually have to look is first of all about the colors, right? That's the most important thing. Like the color of your house, like that's what represents you. You can get like an inspiration from like your closet or what you actually like, right? And then you have to visualize it, like get like a visualization, like actually understanding what you want and what you want it. But I do agree with you. The first purchase you should have for your house should be like a bed, and then you can figure it out. But like if you're doing like the actually planning of like, I want to have like my closet here and my bed over there and like toilet and the bathroom in one area next to the kitchen, it's fine because it's legit and it's 2021. Fuck.
So Sweet Steve or Sneaky Steve or Swifty Steve, you know, you are a man of luxury now, having a 3-bedroom apartment with a whole complete rooftop.
Luxury by Dan's
and a barbecue.
Yeah.
And
So,
a barbecue.
you know, walk us through the process of how you began to, you know, settle into this home. You have all this space, you know, you have all this potential.
Right. So you know, the size is of utmost importance to me, and
Size does matter.
the size does matter in this case. But no, it's important to have a good mattress. Number one. Numero uno. Mattress adesso. Number two, you know, for us, a big important factor was what I call the battle station.
Battle
So
station.
they have a lily color. What's the color? It's purple, light purple, ice purple. Room, lilac. There we go. With our computers. So that's sort of like the one. That's like the most comforting room.
How do you call it? The battle
The
station?
battle station.
Is that where the
It's
magic
like the man
happens?
cave,
Or
except I share it with
it's a
Janice, so
unisex
it's not a man
cave?
cave.
So
It's
So
a
instead
unisex
of
cave.
so
we're-
instead of
we're-
like a man cave, it's purple.
It's a trans cave.
It's a trans
So
cave.
just for the
Trans
reference,
cave.
my apartment
we're
is
progressive
gray,
here in the MidYouth, right? You know?
and you always.
It's a battle station.
Alright.
Because it's a girl that uses it more often than I do. So battle
So
station is
it's
the
a
next
safe
coolest
space,
thing.
space space
like
where you can.
Well, then Janice has her wardrobe, which
Okay.
is the other room.
So it's
which-
kind of getting back to your point of having
Basically,
rooms
she
that,
decided for both.
Right, but you also need a good living area. And honestly, I always like to have. I like my L couch. This has been with me at 3 different flats now, apartments, and and then a nice TV, which you have 2, and. I like
Max.
my couch to be relatively close to my TV because I feel like it creates a very comfortable nook kind of feel. I don't like it when the couch and the TV are too far. It's just comforting. I like to be up in the action.
yeah.
I like to get up close and personal, you know, when I'm playing PlayStation. So that's important.
Yeah.
But the kitchen, I mean, a dream situation is the kitchen/latrine, which is now very 2021.
Yeah. So you know, kind of chiming in here.
Cut
Wait.
Chiming in.
Are you
Wasting.
saying that the kitchen latrine is like a new?
You can literally wash your dishes while
like-
you're
you're like
showering.
wasting it.
Think of the time. Think of the hours you're getting.
Okay, would you, if you were in, where would you draw the line between sink and shower?
There is no line. That's the
There's no
beauty
line.
of it.
Are you washing your vegetables in the shower?
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm gonna take a shower. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I can take a piece while like doing the dishes.
Have you guys-
Multitasking. Time is everything.
Urine
right?
is very sanitary.
Have you? but
So-
we're classy here at the MidYouth.
So kind of I guess chiming in here. You know, you guys are obviously more set up and settled than me, but
So far.
I think I try to live a more minimalistic lifestyle, and for me, it's I always just like when it becomes an inconvenience, then I'll set up to have a solution, and until that,
What's inconvenient though?
I
Aside
moved in October and I didn't have a computer for a while. I didn't have a TV. I spent like a month or two just living very minimalistically because I was working. I was also just like working out and stuff like that, and I felt that I didn't need for the TV.
Yeah, like do
even
you
though
spend a lot of time at home?
I didn't, But then slowly I brought in we bought the TV in the living room, and then me and Adam, my roommate, started spending more time with each other, and slowly that I'm buying your TV, all right. This is
very
this is
sensitive.
before you
How big is
offered.
it?
This is before you offered. This is just
Very
a small
sensitive,
dick, 42-inch. I
very
want that big
sensitive.
dick, 65-inch. Yeah.
Okay.
Listeners at home, if you're interested in a relationship with Tom and a TV,
It's kind
So
of together. It's the dick pic and
just to kind of solidify my point here, we had nothing. It was literally like we had our beds. Like I would just go there, sleep, leave, go to work, and then I moved in a bit sooner before he did. And then when he moved in, slowly we're like, okay, like we need some kind of like, living room space to kind of bring things together. So like, yeah, that's where having a TV in the living room I think is important, because it kind of brings
the family together.
Yeah, brings in that traditional family time of watching TV. Back in the day, caveman probably was just like a fire, but just that kind of central unit in the household.
If you guys could, if you had the option to, which I know a lot of us don't, would you rather go back to a fireplace as the center
Definitely not.
of a home, or keep it a TV?
Definitely not.
You clearly didn't see my new TV. Honestly, honestly.
He has two TVs. One he uses for a 24/7 Yule log display.
And
another one's
then,
just like cable.
most recently, within the last few weeks, I brought in my battle station. My gaming room setup, and not to play games, but the Netflix and chill option in my bedroom is now online. So that brings another functionality to the bedroom.
Some more functionality.
I think
you have to think. You can take my creaky chair if you want it to match your mattress.
You have to think about functionality. I think in terms of a living space is like what each room serves, as you said. That right.
So do me one favor, please get Adam a pair of headphones.
Yes, he does. He's using my old set of headphones that I don't no longer use.
So
yeah.
So what do you guys think? Like we were just talking about maybe some places that maybe like maybe like the bathroom situation and so on. What's the worst place you guys are willing to share about that you've lived in? But let's keep it into Hong Kong, or if you guys want to share outside Hong Kong. I would say I lived in this place where it was a sublet, and sublet means that they take a big apartment, they divide it up into smaller apartents. I was in this sublet with the toilet and the shower, and with like a kitchen that was I could sit on my bed and fry up some eggs.
Oh, that was in Hong Kong?
Sublet
also known as the shanty town.
When was it?
That was back in 2000 when I first got here, 2015. But yeah, what would you guys say is the one of the your dire straits? What was your more dire straits in Hong Kong?
Have to be in Hong Kong?
Or anywhere, yeah.
Dire straits.
I was in the army, so I shared like a tent for like a 6 month with 18 guys. Right?
Oh wow,
that was not perfect.
Wow. So did you stay in that like same could you like set up there, or was it always moving around, or?
No, that was my setup. I had like one bed, one like locker. That's it.
Wow.
Not great.
Wow.
Yeah. So everything beside it's fine.
What was your battle station like then? Did you?
We are like a battlefield.
Okay, gotcha.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Now he's gonna get PTSD. It's the last show.
Let's change. That's another story. All right.
I mean, I think everything's just relative. Like, I spent some time living in mainland China. I was living in a factory, and yeah, it sounds kind of bad, but I would consider myself lucky because most of those factory workers had to live in bunk beds and those kind of dorms. But luckily, I had a manager's accommodation. I had my own bathroom. I had air conditioning, and yeah, I was in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere, China, but.
Where was it in China?
Always use the cuss words.
For those of you keeping track at home, that's one swear word.
Is that?
You said the D word a few times as well.
So told you guys that you used 7.
So
7.
Okay.
I think we're under. I think we're doing good tonight.
Yeah. Bringing back to my point.
We're never gonna monetize.
Oh, gotcha.
Bringing back to my point. Obviously, it wasn't the most ideal living conditions, but compared to the average amongst me, I had a bathroom, I had air conditioning, I had my own little space, and yeah, obviously it wasn't the ideal place, but I think sometimes given the current circumstances we have to just be grateful for what we have and make the most of it.
I did not realize that you had spent time in a factory. You had spent time. Well, for those of you who might not know, you spent time in the Israeli army.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean. I think you guys got it there.
Yeah. Wait, let's have like privilege boy.
All right, yeah. Let's just Steve. What's the?
I was living in Buckingham Palace for like a few weeks. Go ahead.
No way,
Here
dude.
we go.
No way.
You got peach gardens and
Yeah. Once I sold the peanut farm,
no,
the biggest haunting story. I haven't lived in many terrible places. But in college, I did live in this one place I shared with 5 other guys. The problem was we had rodent infestation. So
Whoa.
it was actually renovated, but eventually the rodents terrified me.
You mean the rats?
Rats. It was mice. It
Rats.
terrified me. Every night at one point,
Do they nibble at your feet?
Mice. I woke up one night, I found mouse poop under my pillow.
Whoa.
That's the reason why you have 2 cats here.
I lost so much sleep, yeah. I lost so much sleep at night just wondering where the mice were. They were like always getting into my food. That was the most terrible situation I was in.
Yeah. Wow. So would you like? So you got? Would you like to introduce your guardians now? We got the podcast.
Oh, Podcat.
The resident podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on the show before. Podcast Dio, he's an angel.
Yeah.
Jojo is also around. He's also equally angelic, however, a little bit more shy. Or he might be afraid of Tomer. We're not sure. He might be an anti-Semitic cat.
Oh, here we go.
Could
Please.
be.
Please, all right.
Could be. Still.
SJ Nice. The moment I walked in, disappeared.
Yeah.
And say it's the guy from the side.
Do that. These cats are really fun, though. They're really good personalities.
Dio is an angel. I'm sorry.
Dio is an angel. We don't know where he came from. He's a petite little boy. Yeah, they're my guardians.
Nice. They're the mousers, I believe they call them, right?
All we have is geckos here, which are actually nice to have.
Geckos are a great sign.
Yeah.
If you have geckos, if you're in Hong Kong and you have geckos, that's like you're made. You don't have to worry about anything once you have geckos.
I have to protect the gecks because once I see them, I gotta distract the cats and like.
Oh yeah,
Get
that's
out
true.
of here, bro! Go!
Yeah.
So they actually caught one by the tail. He did the thing where he dropped his tail.
Geckos do that?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
dropped
Oh, wow,
the tail.
wow.
So Dio got one. I think it's the same guy. He's a little bigger now, but God bless him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, they're on it, man. I know.
Oh, there he is. Cut him in here.
Hey,
Oh,
Dee Dee.
okay, cutting in. Look at this.
That's a proper cat. My
Try to get on the table.
I found that my cats are absolutely useless in that department. We have a bit of an infestation. They don't do anything. And honestly, I don't know what we pay them for. They are lousy mousers.
Your
Anyway.
AIDS cats?
You know what? I think honestly, I don't. They're on the payroll. I don't know why we got them there, but I love. But no. Well, we were talking about kind of like the places we live.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thank you very much, Steve, for having us over to meet up. And I just wanted to check in with you guys. What you guys into this week? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. What you guys into this week? What do you want to share? I think like something you've listened to, something you've watched. What do you guys think?
I share what happened to my week.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
That was my
highlight.
highlight.
Sorry, guys. Dan wasn't here at the beginning of the show.
Oh.
No.
I'm getting my
Flashbacks.
Frankenstein haircut this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
But aside from that, I started watching, started rewatching Silicon Valley, which is hilarious. And I started watching some show called Good Girls on Netflix.
And you get
Which-
so domesticated. I'm
I
sorry.
know, it's very hard for
Wow.
Janice and I to like align on shows we both want to watch. So Silicon Valley, I think, is okay, and then Good Girls is also okay. So that's what we're into.
Nice. Well, do you guys follow like one show and then get to the end of it before you choose a new one, or do you guys kind of bounce around, or how's that work?
Oh,
I definitely bounce around.
Yeah.
I'm watching like a few at the same time.
Whoa,
I
damn.
bounce around
No, you're not.
in many aspects. of
You're
your
like
life.
one show.
Yeah, I'm more of a one show type of guy.
Yeah?
You know,
Yeah,
just like
you're a
enjoy-
monogamous
Yeah.
monogamous
Okay.
Netflix
Wait,
viewer?
but let me ask you one thing.
Monogaflixer.
Netflix, yeah.
But if it's like one show, which like you say like Homeland, with like 8 season, right? 8 or 9 season. Will you watch the all 9 season, or you need like a break in the middle?
You gotta get through it. You gotta punch through it.
Really?
It's the beauty of binging.
You're gonna go right.
You're a
through 8
binge
seasons.
watcher, right?
Gotta.
Alright.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really watch. I like to watch TV with people. I see it as a social thing. I think alone, I just find it kind of. I mean, maybe it's my ADD. I get a little bit too distracted. I just can't watch TV alone. For me, I'm just like I'd rather read a book.
Okay.
So.
What you reading?
So actually, funny point is we'll talk about what's going on for my week. Is I recently resigned from my job. I got
celebration, like
and without getting into the fine details here in Hong Kong, it's not the traditional 2-week notice. You have to give a month.
A month in Hong Kong.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's definitely kind of been a transition period, kind of winding down from one day-to-day agenda to the next, and there's also this whole thing of like, what are you gonna do next? Hey Max, oh, you got something else lined up? And I'm actually the firm believer of if you're ready to quit, just quit.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to have something else lined up, but I think that if you don't have something lined up, you're gonna light a fire under your ass, right? It's gonna motivate you to look for something quick, right?
Yeah, burn the ships.
Should we put a disclaimer on the episode? Like, please.
This is not where you go.
Normally, you want to have a backup before you quit.
Of course. There's two conventional schools of thought, but for me, I love to just dive in head first for the next. And it's funny. I'm reading this book right now by Matthew McConaughey. It's called Green Lights, and I'm a big audiobook guy. I like to listen to audiobooks because I think it gives you the freedom to do a lot of things while you're commuting, maybe doing the dishes, doing kind of the Monday tasks. You can kind of have your headphones in and just kind of tune in, just like you're listening to a podcast, just like you're listening to us right now. So
we're here for your dishwashing needs. Yeah.
And the great thing about this book is it's actually narrated by the great Matthew McConaughey himself, and it's actually very entertaining because he's a great storyteller. So, in his famous words.
You gotta do it.
All right.
But that's the audiobook, right?
What?
That's the audiobook.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Doesn't Matthew McConaughey, I think he has some sleep stories too. You can go and find he'll put you to sleep. He has some stories out there.
But I kind of I got really interested in the book, and basically from hearing his recent podcast is like his wife just put him out in the desert with all his journals, and it's like, don't come back until you finish this book. So I think it's kind of a very it kind of ties into my own transition period right now.
Yeah, like you were saying, that's exactly what you're doing right now, right?
So for all our listeners out there right now, if you're kind of looking for some spiritual guidance or kind of in a transitional phase, I definitely recommend Green Lights by...
Yeah, didn't expect creaky mattress in a few years.
All right, so I guess wrapping things up, last tips for, they say that cleanliness is godliness. As we move on to our mid-youth and become respectable adults, not living in a college dorm anymore, what are some tips that you guys all recommend for tidiness, or some habits that you guys keep to maintaining a decent flat or apartment? Or
you mean besides listening to this podcast while you do dishes?
Yeah.
And please like and subscribe. Yes.
Like and subscribe.
I would say honestly, I would say just get nice sponges. Sponges make a big difference. Yeah. You get some of those low level sponges.
And how often do you change the sponges? Because that is also
a good question.
That's a whole show right there.
That's a whole show.
Another episode.
How often? Yeah.
How often do you re-sponge?
Let's go around.
Do you use one sponge for your shower and your dishes?
So
let's guess how much Tomer changes his sponges. What do you say, Steve? How often does he change his sponges? Once a week?
I feel like I hate speech.
Well, he's a Jew, so he probably buys it in bulk.
Yeah. Always like Costco, 15 and for $2, right?
So you're changing the sponge like once a day.
I got a helper. I have no idea what's happening.
You just here's the bulk package.
I'm leaving money, and I can wake up in the morning, and my apartment is fine. So
that's the best tip.
And that's my tip.
So buy in bulk. Is that the tip?
Get a helper.
Honestly, for all those who think that we're privileged, in Hong Kong, there's a big helper scene around. And honestly, the Hong Kong working hours are usually longer than they are in a lot of places. So by the time you get home, it's a little bit late. And then once you do all your deeds, it's time to go to bed. So helpers go a long way here. And you're actually providing gainful employment for this.
So if you can't get a helper, the tip is buy in bulk, right?
buy in bulk, treat your helper well, tip her when necessary. Yeah.
And other things like how often do you guys clean the sheets? Is it a once a week thing? Is it a
Every visit.
The helper changes the sheets once a week. Well, I don't know how to clean. She does.
So once a week.
You know what? Changing the sheets, I do it about once every about 2 weeks, and it is the one chore around the house I least look forward to.
Exactly.
Because changing the sheets. Because all right. For those of you,
wait, can we talk about what you do want?
For those of you,
I agree.
You gotta take the comforter. You gotta unzip it.
Yeah, you gotta find where the corners are.
You gotta untie it. It's a whole thing. And I honestly, I'll write it in my to-do list. Change the sheets, and I'll be like, man, I gotta do this.
2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
I gotta change the sheets.
Can you please tell us what the chore that you really want to do every day? What's your top list?
My top list of chores.
Yeah.
All right, top list of chores.
The one that you're that is on your to-do list.
Cleaning the carpets.
Top list of chores. I'd have to say, I like taking out the rubbish. It's getting the rubbish out.
Some free time, huh?
Yeah, It's like I get a little chance to walk out of the place. I put it in the hole, and just those few seconds. What are my neighbors up to? And and I would probably say taking out the rubbish, and that's about. I like cooking.
Yeah.
But is cooking a chore?
Yeah. So last questions to wrap things up. Items you always have in the fridge.
I feel like we've been on wrap up for the last 30 minutes.
This is our fourth wrap up.
Why did it?
These are the wrap up questions. Items you always have in the fridge. Soda water.
Soda water. Oh, God, yeah.
This brings me to my first point of the night. Is it Sriracha or Sriracha?
It's Sriracha.
Sriracha, dork.
Sriracha. Okay, defend
Sriracha,
yourself.
no.
Defend yourself.
I learned the English language at 4 years old.
I don't know where you learned that from.
Okay, hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yeah.
Sriracha?
Yeah, hot sauce.
Sriracha?
If you're at a hot sauce, that's a really big low. That's you got to really reevaluate where you're at in life.
The whole episode right there, guys.
All right,
Let's start the
recap about this.
Our fifth wind down.
Sriracha.
All right.
Show Wrangler, bring it home.
So so we were talking this week a little bit were we talking a little bit about quests?
Yeah, some questing.
Okay.
So questing or challenges as some other might put it.
I'm the quest master. Where's my hat? My quest master hat.
So to bring more side content out to you MidYouthers out there, we're going to be introducing more weekly quests. I think this week our quest was very bro basic, but
Bro basic.
Push-ups.
maximum push-ups in 2 minutes.
Do granny push up? Not to be sexist, but do
I mean
granny push-ups
the form is might
Ages,
be
dude.
Ages.
but
I can see by our producers, they're starting to. They're calling the.
We're getting cut off.
They're gonna come out with the hooks.
They're ready to
cut off a few
86.
minutes ago,
86.
yeah.
Expected quest coming soon.
Anyway,
to the universe near you. Oh.
So look for more side content coming to you at a new theater near you. So wrapping things up.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, guys, take care.
You guys are holding on to that show.